Here we are at 2965 Kane Road. It might be a little quicker on the outdoor stuff because it is raining today. So also with the rain, my roof estimates are going to be very limited. This house bill, though, does appear to be newer roofing on the garage and the house. They appear to have all been done at the same time, same roofing material. So we'll start with the outdoor garage. So tons of garage space here. You have the 2-car integral, and then you have the 2-car garage out here on the detached garage. So you can see this has its own hot water tank. Has its own half bath. Oh, okay, just a toilet, no sink. But still, your husband likes to work and tinker. He has the garage and his own space to do it. There's even an office built in here. They have a little heating fireplace here. So it looks like it's electric. It's a little electric heater. You have your own bar out here, which it doesn't look like they actually use as a bar. It's tool storage, but yeah, you can just use it for storage the same way. And again, 2-car garage, 2 separate doors, so you have space in between. So if you want to use one side for a car and then the other side for like a workshop, you could definitely do that. So tons of room to work with. Does have a big steel I-beam going down the middle. So lots of potential there for if you wanted to put a winch or something to pull engines out of cars or be able to hang stuff. It definitely would be able to handle load bearing as well. So garage, a huge bonus, I know, for you. So this will give you tons of, opportunity or, flexibility in what you want to do, where you want to park, etc. Oh, looks like it even has its own sub panel. So you have 4 mini panels, so little, 2 full size or 4 mini panels there. Looks like it does have its own heating out here too, if you go by what's on the breaker box. Oh, and there is a ceiling fan. Sorry, didn't catch that at first. So if you're working out here in the heat in the summer, you have some relief and some air movement as well. So now we'll head to the house. All brick on the exterior, so no worries about chipped or peeling paint. Brick appears to be in great condition. Mortar, everything's intact. No cracks, no settling. Nothing that shows any kind of concern. And honestly, with the hillside, they have the rock there to kind of control water flow, but it should kind of move with the natural slope down and away from the house. You have tons of extra yard spaces. You can see extra off, not covered parking there and all of the big yard space. More here in the front. So for where we're located, if you go about 2 miles that way up the road, you'll be on the main road that runs through Hopewell. And then you'll hit, as soon as you hit the main road, there's a couple fast food places, Dairy Queen, Arby's, And then you're probably 10 to 15 minutes from the main highway to the city. So you're not like far, far back and tucked away. You're actually pretty close to highway and, convenience of being able to get to town or wherever else you want to go. So main entryway here. Looks like they have boiler heat here. Or maybe this is supplemental electric. We'll see when we get down to the furnace. Here you have your coat closet. So, zoom in. Let me zoom us out. On the right here, the hallway, your 2-car garage. So, again, easy parking for if you want to, not have to trudge all the way over through the snow in the winter. Here we have family room. As you can see, big sectional here. So tons of room to work with, tons of seating. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people can fit on that comfortably. In a pinch, you could probably even get 6. Another chair here. You have your nice fireplace, which, appears to be functional. Okay, well, I'm not gonna mess with that too much. Looks like they have a gas. Oh no, they have a gas. They have gas logs in there, so it could be made functional again. I, would have to check the condition of the flue, but trying to get in there and manage around the log would not be the easiest. Here's your backyard. Not a huge space in the back, but with all the other stuff, it's enough. You could put up a tent if you want to and have a party, have people over. You have your nice big patio space here. So, tons of outdoor entertaining possibilities. And then obviously the hillside that abuts up to the condos up there. You have a half bath here on the first floor. So again, easy for guests, right here near the living space. You don't have to worry about them going into your personal bathrooms. Another nice big coat closet here. Okay, that takes us down to the basement. So we will get there, but we'll head up here to the kitchen. So tons of storage space, as you can see. Cabinets galore. They have a desk set up here, but obviously use it more for kitchen purposes than desk. And then your counter space and cabinets, which again, cabinets everywhere, up and down. So tons of room to work with. No dishwasher, although to pop one of those out and put a dishwasher in wouldn't be all that difficult. So underneath, we have the sink here with the extendable nozzle, garbage disposal, and looks like we have PVC, maybe some copper for the water lines in the back. dining room right next to the kitchen. And this is more open concept with a living room, dining room area. So the nice part is you could have as big a table as you want. They have a 6 here. You could put 8 and still not encroach on the doorway here. And if you really needed it, you could have like an 8 or a 10 that extends to a 12. And you would just end up coming into this open space in the living room. So again, they have a decorative piece here for the fireplace, not anything, not a actual wood burning fireplace, but you do have tons of room here. So I'm standing in the corner of the living room. They have one 3-person couch, but you could easily fit more. You could have small chairs on either side here and here. This 3-person, you could actually slide over to here and get 2 full couches there. So seating for 6. You could put a chair here. So tons and tons of space to work with. So, and we do see duct work. So I'm guessing this is supplemental electric heaters. Now we're gonna go ahead and head up to the second floor. And you said you like unique houses. You don't see a ton of split levels here. So this is definitely not something you're going to see a ton of or see. I don't think any of the tours I've showed you have been that so far. So we have a nice big hallway walk-in closet. And they have tons and tons of hanging space there. You could honestly probably double that and do one low, one high. Kind of like they have here the whole way, front and back. And it looks like, if you look behind there, you can see some of the wood. It looks like they even have some attic space there that goes up above the living room area, so just a crawl space. So the first bedroom here on the right, tons of closet space, huge bedroom, 2 double folding door closets, your own in-suite bathroom. So you've got your toilet, your probably 7-8 foot of counter space here. And they have a bench, so you have your own sitting area with the mirror to put on makeup and all that fun stuff to get ready, shave, whatever works, whatever you need to do. And then you have your walk-in shower, definitely nice and spacious. Room for 2 if you want, detachable shower head. Not brand new, probably 5 to 10 years old, but still clean and in good shape. Same thing here, newer faucets. And again, just this huge bedroom. So standing in the corner from the bathroom, I'll pan to give you an idea. But just like the main space, not counting that hallway, I'd say this is 18 to 20, maybe even a little more. I mean, it's long by, this might be more like 22 by 18 or 20 by 16. But either way, very, very huge. Windows are new. Couple years old, I'd estimate. another hallway storage closet that's massive. I mean, they have all of those. I can't think of the word, but all of these bins here in the closet space. Just tons and tons of storage and more attic crawl space. Now for the main bathroom on the second floor, you have a tub and shower closed in. Definitely newer fixtures and everything. Again, extra long. Now this isn't as big as the master, but I'd still put it probably 6 to 7 feet of counter space here around the sink. Same thing, newer fixtures, same as the shower and the toilet. We'll swing over to the second bedroom. Again, tons of storage space. Double door, two folding door closet. And as you can see, tons of space for furniture. You have two, you could basically have two dressers here, 1 and 2, and you could even go extra, tall. These are 8-foot ceilings, so you could have a 6-foot tall bureau here, no problem. And you can see nice sized bed, still has room for more storage and an end table. So if I had to put this room, I'd say maybe 14 by, it's really hard with the dressers and everything, maybe like 12 by 14. And then the third bedroom, and honestly, not really much smaller as I stand in the corner and pan. You still have a good amount of space, I'd say 15 by 14. Again, double folding door closets. So no small bedrooms up here. They're all at least 12 by 12, if not bigger. And then, we gotta swing around here and head down the steps to the basement. So this looks like it was made to be finished off, or was finished off at one point. There was a mantelpiece here. With the decorative fireplace. Huge basement space. Dry. I don't see any stains. Anything indicating, that there's been water infiltration. And one little crack here, which isn't even really showing up on the camera. So one crack there, but no separation. Could easily be resealed and patched up, no problem. And then your laundry area here. And then you have a half bath with your toilet and your water softener. Maybe? Yep, water softener. And yep, so it is boiler heat. I'll double check, but there's duct work, so I'm gonna assume it has air conditioning as well with all that duct work that we've seen on the ceilings upstairs. So the boilers, not brand new, but no rust, no corrosion, expansion tank. So everything's in good working order. Hot water tanks over there. Not eminently needing replaced. It's probably 5 to 7 years old if I had to ballpark it. And there's even some storage shelving, which it looks like that's built in. This is an old piece of furniture. It'll probably go, but maybe not. So that's it. That's the house. Like I said, dry basement. You talked about wanting to finish off a basement. You could very easily split this if you wanted to keep like that, all that storage there. You could wall this off and put a door, and then give yourself basically from the beam down, close in the furnace, the boiler and the hot water tank. You could either do the whole thing, or you could just wall off from, say, here. So give yourself all of this, cutting out for that, and cutting out this. So you'd still have a nice big living space down here that you could add another living room. You know, you could fit 2 nice big couches down here with a TV over there. If you wanted to put something or build some kind of mantelpiece around this decorative fireplace, you could put the TV over here and have a couch and a couch. So there's definitely options with the tons of space down here. So the only thing I haven't seen is the breaker box, which is what I was trying to look for. Is it hidden? No. It's not in the half bath down here. Nope. But I mean, if it fits in the condition that everything else is, I wouldn't have any concerns about that. I mean, this house was built more recently, so you don't have to worry about, you know, cloth wrapped or cloth insulated wiring, knob and tube wiring. This house is way too new for that. So that's it. Let me know what you think, or if you have any questions.